everyone, it's Tanya with KB Riley or Karen Burniston Pop-Up Dies. Don't adjust your screen. If you've been watching all day, you've seen me before and you're thinking, what is the funny bones lady talking about pop-ups for? Well, Karen Burniston and I created a company about 3.5 years ago called KB for Karen Burniston Riley for Riley and Company. And it is a fabulous company that sells the most ingenious pop-up dies, and they all come out of Karen's mind. I run the business side, and I am not that mechanically inclined. So they intimidate me just a little bit. And I got to thinking, what if there's more people like me? And they would want to maybe see the quick version of just the mechanics instead of being intimidated and not picking up the die. So that's what I'm here for. We've done a couple, 3 of these now, and this card that we are going to do today is absolutely stunning. Wait till you see it, and it is so incredibly simple. Now, we do have a special on the dies that I've used for this card, so hang tight. Let me get you turned around, and I'll show you the card. See? And if I can get you in this little holster thing without disconnecting you, there we go. All right, this is the card we are going to do. Now, obviously, in 20 minutes, we can't do the whole card, but I can show you the mechanical part of it, and it's very, very simple. You can decorate the rest. I know you can. So we're just going to slide that off, and look at this. Easy, huh? No, it doesn't look easy. The reason it doesn't look easy is because of all the decorations. The mechanics of it is super simple. I'm going to do that again and open it up. Do that again and open it up. Yeah, I could do that all day. So I'm just going to run you through the general basics of the mechanics, and it's really, really easy. Really easy. So the first thing we're going to do, you have to have a card that is less than 5 inches across, okay? The inside is the piece that you're going to cut, not the outside. That's the first thing to remember. Cut the inside piece, not the outside piece. So pick your papers, find your piece. I always do a 5x5 because it just gives me more room to play with, okay? Fits in a 6x6 envelope. Then you're going to find this piece. We are using the twist panel pop-up, okay? That's the mechanics that we're going to learn this week. Twist panel pop-up. In this die, this is your mechanical piece. This is what does all the work, okay? You're going to see these little notches. You're going to lay that right in the center of your paper. So I have just cut a 5x10, folded it in half, all right? And now I found my center. This lays right on here like this, and run it through your machine. Easy peasy, okay? She is also, in the dies, put score lines, okay? They're a little difficult to see in this paper, but we're just going to fold front and back, so it's a little easy. We call this training your folds, okay? Now there's score lines that go this way, and there's also score lines that go that way. Okay, so now when you grab this, look at that. It's already done. It just does it for you. So simple. That's the mechanics of your card. That's the hardest part right there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to close it and kind of even them up here. Press it down so we get the fold that we want. Okay, and now it's got that memory piece to it. Now we're just going to attach it to our card base. Okay, that is going to sit nice and even like that. Okay, I'm going to add some glue. Now this is a very, very fast drying PVA glue. We sell it on our website, KarenBurniston.com. All right, and it's very, very quick. It's not like the zip dry that you normally hear me talk about. It is the opposite. So I'm just going to take this and line it up, keeping this center point in the center. Okay, that's where we want it. And I'm going to line it up. and just put it down. Okay, then I'm just going to set this base right here where it should be going, right? I'm going to fold it just to make sure it does. And there we go. There you go. So see, can you tell I struggle a little bit with glue that doesn't let me move it around? I'm so used to zip dry. So now what we're going to do is we're going to line those up. Do the same thing on this side. And this bottle that I'm using is our fine tip bottle. It's fabulous. Can you tell how much easier use it? I've got the label almost all scratched off. It's fabulous. It comes with a really awesome tip. I'm just going to turn this over. I'm going to get it lined up. Okay. Now I'm just going to fold it again and we're good. That's all there is to it. And now you have a card that's actually going to work. We just add a couple arms and we're good to go. Now that is our main piece right there. Now the other pieces of this that are very, very important to the mechanics are these. If you look at this, you notice there's 4. This is the die that creates the panels. Okay, you have to have 4, and there's 2 tabs, and they just interlock just like that. So that's what we're going to do now. We're just going to put a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue here. A tip for these bottles is to keep it in a little jar with a wet paper towel in it, and it'll always keep the tip on there moist. And see, I'm just going to take these and I'm going to just put them right next to each other and lock them down. And I'm going to just seal that real good. And while that's drying, I'm going to set it aside to dry. While that's drying, these are our 2 arms. All right, cut 2 of these, cut 2 of the panels. Easy to remember. They also have the score lines on them. So we are just going to fold them in half, okay? Just like that. And I'm going to do the exact same thing to this one. Now we are going to attach those to our mechanical piece, right? You're thinking, oh, geez, you know, how do I know which side goes where? Super easy. If you lay it here and it fits, that's the right side. If you lay it in there and it doesn't fit in there, it's the wrong side, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I am just going to put some of my glue in here. All right, and you are not going to force this at all. You're not going to force it. So we're just going to lay that in there. And gently press it down from the back side, okay? And we're going to do the exact same thing with this other side. All right, just like that. All right. We are good to go. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move those in and press it down again so they get kind of trained. Just like that. Okay? Pretty simple, huh? I told you it was simple. Now, I'm going to make sure I can get on my time. Now we are just going to fold this in half this way, and this way. And if you wonder which way to fold it, just look at the cover of the die. Right? It'll tell you. Yep, got it. Okay. So we are going to put tape here and tape here. Now, we're going to sit that there. So this little notch is going to line up with this little thing. So we do not want any tape past this little notch here. Okay. Now I use double-sided tape because it's very strong. Okay. Doesn't matter what kind. I like the kind that tears, so I don't have to get my scissors all sticky. So I'm going to put some tape on here. Okay. And I'm not going to go past that little notch. I'm also going to put it down here, and I'm not going to go past that little notch. Okay, now if you wonder how to remember that, all of the dies that we have the pop-up dies have instructions on the package. There's also fantastic videos that we have with all of the pop-up dies. If you go to KarenBurniston.com and you find a die you like, if you click on Twist Panel Pop-Up and you scroll down, okay, you will see little arrow, little video. And it's an instructional video that Karen does. They are meticulous, and they're fabulous videos that will teach you how to do all of these. And trust me, I have had to watch every one of them numerous times when I make one of these. So they are fantastic. All right, so that will explain that as well, or the packaging will. Now what we're going to do is we are just going to lay this back down, okay, like that. We're going to take off this, if I can get it off. Okay, and we are going to take that off. Now I am going to I just kind of center mine out so I know where I'm going. I'm going to attach that one to that side, press it down, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to attach this to that side. So they're pretty even, right? Okay, now you're going to work this a couple times because it's not going to want to twist. It's not a natural thing. So when you close it, just keep working it. All right, the first maybe 3 or 4 times, it's going to be a little stiff, but I promise you, the more times you play around with it, the better it gets. Look at that. Ah, ah. Okay, that's all there is to it. That's it. You're done. You've created a twist panel pop-up card. Now all that's left to do is to decorate. Now you might notice I had to get different paper because I didn't have enough paper to make the demo to show you. So this is a little different. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we used on it. Now all of the dies that I used on this card, okay, are 20% off on our website. All right, that includes the twist panel, okay? So the twist panel pop-up, number 1009, is on sale. Now I have used one of my favorite sets, the long nature edges. I love these dies. I've taken them out because there's a bunch of them, or there's several of them that I have in here, but they give you the snow edge. They give you an edge with a tree and grasses. I absolutely use this long nature's edges so often. That is what I made this snow line with. And if you can tell, see those? Now I decorate my panels when they're flat. All right, so what I started with in the twist panel, you have this die right here. All of these dies are in here. These decorator dies come with it, okay? So I just cut out a blue panel in the back, and I used the scallop panel in white. And then I took a long piece of the snow, just like this, and let me show you. It's easier to show you. So here's the piece of snow, and I took the frame die that's in there, and I just laid it in there. I wanted them all to look like it was one piece of snow, but in different panels. So I literally just laid them like this and cut them out. And that is how I got this line for my snow. Super easy. And I did another one down there. The Christmas trees and the snowflakes, these snowflakes and these trees. I love these trees. This is actually a charm set that you can hang from ribbon and that kind of stuff, but she's made them so you can cut the charm part off, and it makes simple gingerbread man and snowflakes. Okay, there's 2 different sizes in this set, so that is included. My little animals, aren't they adorable? Okay, there is a porcupine, I have a penguin and a little bear and a little raccoon. Okay, The winter animals has the porcupine and the penguin and the bear. All right. You can make the easiest faces because they have holes in them, and you just put a black pen in there. It's a no-fail. Really, it's a no-fail. The raccoon is from our woodland animal set. Okay. It's also on sale. And that's this little guy right here. Okay. Then the sentiment that was on the Let It Snow and I Love You So Much, that is from our word set 13, titled, you guessed it, snow. Yeah. Okay. So that is also included in it. And I believe that's it. Pretty sure that's it. Yep. Yep. And the snow has a shadow behind it too. To make this little slider, I just took a piece of the paper, wrapped it around. I want to show you something, make sure. See, it's still kind of, it'll work itself out. This is a fresh one. So the slider was just a piece of paper that I wrapped around and made a little panel and glued it underneath. And then it just slides on. Now this gorgeous paper is from a company called Dare to Be Artsy. You may have seen her on these shows. They have fabulous paper. And I was going to show you just a couple other little twist panel dies. And the ones I have generally have Riley in them because that's what I make. And look at this. Aren't they fabulous? I just absolutely love these twist panels. Now, that is what I have. And of course, everything is on special, KarenBurniston.com. But I have a couple minutes. I would love to show you our new release that we just had this week. I'm going to start with the big ones. Now, this is a little labels pop-up. Okay, you can go out to our website and see. Actually, I just said this week. It was a few weeks ago. This is being taped a couple weeks in advance. But this is our newest release, and it's a little labels pop-up. And it was made to be able to be used in a slimline card. We also have the labels crosshatch that match those, and they can go together. If you have ever seen the Biddy Ball and the Surprise Ball, you can literally, we have dies that you can make balls that pop up. And, oh, just like this. Can you guys see that? It's just a surprise ball, but we have add-ons that you can make them into penguins and chicks and all kinds of good stuff. The animal add-ons that we have this time has an octopus and a frog and an alligator. They are so adorable. The border blends, we have a new trim sets. These 3 dies make all of these borders. You just simply interlock them. If you saw my card, the fall card, I believe you watched me make a border with them. They were awesome. Okay, then we have a shadow for our happy birthday die. We also have big charms. Okay, just like what I used. You can either use them as charms or use them as pieces to put on. We have the Bayou animals. They're so cute. And a new word set that is hugs. Okay, absolutely fantastic new release. I love it. And thank you very much for joining me today. I hope I demystified how hard pop-up dies are. Go out, grab you some, try it. People will just be blown away when they open a card and goes, "Wah!" And you're like, it was so easy. But don't tell them that. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you soon. Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you before then. Bye.